Have you ever felt drawn to a place you've only seen in pictures? A place that seems both mysterious and familiar at the same time? Or maybe you've only heard about it on the news, where stories are often filtered through distant voices and dramatic headlines. For me, that place was Iran, a country that had always lingered in my imagination, calling to me with its ancient history and vibrant culture. I wanted to see the dazzling colors of the bazaars, to breathe in the aroma of saffron and rosewater, and to meet the people whose warmth I'd only heard about in passing. So, I packed my bags with an open heart, a notebook for stories, and a deep sense of curiosity, ready to discover a place beyond the headlines. I invite you to join me on this journey, not just as a tourist, but as a fellow explorer, willing to step past the surface and into the vibrant heart of a country eager to share its story with the world. This isn't just a travel story, it's an invitation to look closer, to listen deeper, and to open your mind to the unexpected beauty that lies beneath the surface. Together, we'll wander through ancient alleyways where every stone has a story, and every turn reveals a new secret from centuries past. We'll sit down for tea with families who welcome strangers as if they were long-lost relatives, sharing laughter, stories, and the simple joys of daily life. This journey is about connection, about finding the familiar in a place that might seem foreign, and realizing that kindness and friendship speak a universal language. It's about discovering that the world is bigger, brighter, and far kinder than we often believe, especially when we take the time to truly see and listen. Let's find the real Iran together. One friendly smile, one heartfelt conversation, and one unforgettable moment at a time. My goal was simple: to find places to love, to collect memories and friendships, and in Iran I found them everywhere I looked, from ancient ruins to bustling city streets, from mountain villages to lush gardens. This is the story of the Iran you don't see on the news. The story of everyday life, of family dinners, laughter echoing through the streets, and the quiet moments that reveal the true soul of a place you'll want to know. Are you ready? Let's step inside Iran together and discover the truth, the beauty, and the warmth that's been waiting for us all along. When you hear Iran on the news, what comes to mind? Stern faces, political rallies, conflict. But the moment I landed in Tehran, I felt a shift. The air hummed with life, resilience, and ordinary people going about their day. The real Iran was bursting with color, sound, and a deep, soulful rhythm. Traffic buzzed, shopkeepers arranged wares, families picnicked in parks. Behind the political curtain, over 80 million people lived their lives, just like us. This wasn't a land of shadows, it was filled with light, laughter, and love. We will go beyond political sound bites into homes, markets, and tea houses where real life happens. These are the voices that paint a richer picture of this complex nation. This is the journey to discover the Iran hidden in plain sight, a place of beauty and spirit. If there is one thing that truly defines Iran, beyond its ancient ruins and breathtaking landscapes, it is the overwhelming hospitality of its people, a warmth that is woven into the very fabric of daily life. Hospitality here is not just a custom, but a way of life, a tradition passed down through generations. It's something you feel instantly, as soon as you set foot in the country. From the very moment I arrived, I was greeted with open arms and genuine smiles. Strangers became friends in an instant, and every encounter felt like a homecoming. My first experience was with a taxi driver who, after a long ride through the bustling streets of Tehran, refused to accept any payment. He simply smiled and said, "You're a guest in my country. Your happiness is my reward." Later, in a small neighborhood bakery, a woman insisted I take a piece of fresh, warm bread, her eyes lighting up with pride as she shared a taste of her home. These gestures weren't rare or reserved for special occasions. They were the daily rhythms of life in Iran, repeated in every market, every street, every home. Kindness here is found in the smallest, most ordinary moments. A cup of tea poured for a weary traveler, a smile exchanged in a crowded bazaar, a helping hand offered without hesitation. In Isfahan, a shopkeeper didn't just give me directions. He closed his shop and walked with me 3 blocks, making sure I found the right address, chatting along the way as if we were old friends. On a train journey, a family invited me to share their dinner. They passed plates of fragrant rice and stews, laughing and insisting I eat more, refusing to take no for an answer. Their generosity was boundless. In their eyes, I was never a stranger. I was a guest, and guests are cherished above all else. In Shiraz, a young man offered to walk with me through winding alleyways, sharing stories about his city's poets, gardens, and the dreams of its people. We talked for hours about music, movies, and our hopes for the future. In those moments, the distance between our worlds simply disappeared, replaced by laughter and understanding. This profound sense of welcome, this open-heartedness, is the true heart of Iran, a spirit that invites you in and makes you feel like you belong. The people here are deeply proud of their rich history and culture, eager to share stories of their ancestors, their art, and their traditions with anyone willing to listen. Their generosity is not just a gesture but a genuine expression of their character, a reflection of values that have endured for centuries. In the end, the greatest treasures a country can offer are its people, and in Iran, those treasures are truly rich beyond measure. Their kindness lingers long after you leave, a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful discoveries are found in the hearts of strangers. Walking through Iran is like stepping into a living history book. My journey took me to Isfahan, often called half the world. The beauty of the mosques, with their shimmering tiles, was breathtaking. In Yazd, I got lost in narrow alleys, discovering hidden courtyards and tea houses. No trip to Iran is complete without getting lost in a bazaar. The Grand Bazaar in Tehran is the vibrant heart of the city. The air is thick with the scent of saffron and spices. I wandered for hours, mesmerized by colorful displays and friendly chatter. And then, Persepolis, a humbling reminder of Persian history. These places are not just tourist attractions, they hold the memory and soul of a nation. They tell a story of resilience and a cultural heritage that has enriched the world. To understand a culture, taste its food. In Iran, food is love, family, and tradition. Persian cuisine is a delicate dance of flavors, subtle, aromatic, and delicious. One favorite dish was a comforting herb stew. Family is the cornerstone of Iranian society, and meals are the centerpiece. I was invited into homes for dinner, moments I cherish. The table overflowed with dishes, and the generosity was astounding. More than the food, it was the warmth and togetherness that stayed with me. Daily life revolves around the local market, where culture is in action. People select fresh herbs, haggle over pomegranates, and catch up on gossip. These markets offer a glimpse into the rhythms of everyday life. Tea, or I, is a constant presence, a timeless ritual. In these simple moments, you connect with the soul of Iran. The most memorable parts of a trip are often unplanned. It's those unexpected moments, the little surprises, that truly stay with you long after you've returned home. In Iran, surprises were around every corner, waiting to be discovered in the most ordinary places. Every day brought something new. A friendly face, a hidden alley, a taste you'd never tried before. On a bus ride through the city, I found myself sharing snacks and laughter with an older woman sitting beside me. We didn't speak the same language, but our smiles and gestures said everything. It was simple, beautiful, and utterly human, a reminder that kindness needs no translation. These small acts of connection made every journey feel special. In Tehran, I stumbled upon trendy cafes buzzing with energy, filled with young artists, students, and entrepreneurs. The creative spirit was infectious, and I found myself inspired by their passion and optimism. A contemporary art gallery showcased bold, thought-provoking work that challenged my expectations of Iranian culture. The art was daring, colorful, and full of life. It was a powerful reminder that Iran is a dynamic, evolving society, where tradition and modernity blend seamlessly in daily life. Even navigating daily routines became an adventure, like squeezing onto the Tehran metro during rush hour, surrounded by a sea of commuters, each with their own story. Women made space for me, shared tips about the city, and offered warm smiles. There was a genuine sense of camaraderie and support among strangers. Perhaps the biggest surprise was how safe I felt everywhere, even walking the city streets at night. The atmosphere was relaxed, and I never felt out of place. As a solo female traveler, I was warned to be careful, to stay alert. But my experience was the opposite of what I'd been told. The reality was different. I felt safe and genuinely welcome. Locals went out of their way to make sure I was comfortable and never lost. People constantly looked out for me, offering directions, advice, and sometimes even walking with me to my destination. Their hospitality was overwhelming. This sense of security and warmth shattered the myth of Iran as a dangerous place. The reality was far more beautiful and welcoming than I ever imagined. It was the most pleasant surprise of all, discovering that the world is full of kindness, and that the little surprises along the way are what make a journey truly unforgettable. I went to Iran to see the truth and dispel myths. One myth is that Iranians are anti-Western. The reality is different. Almost everyone I met welcomed me warmly, separating people from governments. Another misconception is about the role of women. While challenges exist, I saw strong, educated, and outspoken women. Women make up over 60% of university students. They are doctors, engineers, artists, and politicians. There's also a myth that Iran is a closed-off country. Young people are tech-savvy and connected to the world. They are curious, modern, and globally minded. Finally, Iran is not just a vast desert. Its geography is diverse. The only way to understand its richness is to see it for yourself. Travel acts like a mirror, teaching us about ourselves. In Iran, I found pieces of my life reflected in others. I spoke with a father about the joys and worries of parenting. We didn't need to agree on politics to connect on a human level. My journey was a lesson in what unites us. The desire for peace and a happy life is universal. Young people have the same aspirations as everywhere else. This experience reinforced my belief in the goodness of people. Personal connections are the antidote to fear and misunderstanding. They build bridges of empathy stronger than any wall. Telling these stories fosters empathy and understanding. I went to Iran to see a different world and found one just like my own. My journey through Iran has ended, but I hope yours is just beginning. I hope these stories painted a picture of warmth, beauty, and kindness. This is the power of travel, stepping outside comfort zones to see the world. It changes us, makes us more compassionate and hopeful. Behind every headline, there are human stories worth hearing. I invite you to keep this spirit of exploration alive. Travel in other ways. Read a book, watch a documentary, try a new recipe. Remain curious, ask questions, and resist narratives that divide us. Our world is interconnected and deserves to be seen in detail. If these stories touched you, consider sharing them. Let's spread a message of connection and understanding. Thank you for traveling with me to Iran. Now let's find the next place to love.